when Owen Wolff contributed a goal moving forward. Now it's the understanding of when they start to push high and they're aggressive, when they narrow their runs and control it centrally. But you need to watch Taylor Calherra and Dejan Joveljic up top tonight. Instrumental in their success if they're going to do it on the road. Their ability to not only provide access moving into the box.
And away we go from Q2 Stadium in Austin, Texas. And much like on Wednesday, Sporting Kansas City dump it down into the corner right off the bat, looking to play a little field position. And it's taken back by Austin Uzuni, coming all the way back to win it. Now Ramirez. James, though, got the step before it could return to Uzuni. Sporting Kansas City wanted a handball they don't get. It's taken back by Harris. Harris rides the challenge from Rosales. Still Harris. Left-footed shot. Harris. Diving save. Stuver. And it's behind for a corner.
Calvin Harris. Plant foot. Nice little 5-yarder right in front of him. As he cuts back across, notice the pocket wide open once again for Austin. Backline tooth.
They made their first starting appearance together on Wednesday against the Galaxy, and they showed some decent chemistry with some 1-2s, which was even a surprise to Rafa Wiki because they haven't even trained together that much.
That's the bigger takeaway, is isolating a single number 9 is what their system has been most of the year. And then the scout team is where Calherra has come in. So he's learning how to move like Joveljic in the absence of what would be their star striker. You pair them together, it's a whole nother conversation.
This is Capita. Driving it in, but right at the goalkeeper, Stuver, who holds it well and then gets an embrace from Joveljic. Out to Wolff, quickly closed down immediately by Jake Davis, who's called for the foul. Wolff poked away by Reed. He finds Harris. Fancy footwork from Reed once again. Davis, Calherra. Long run up, here's the free kick. Saved by Stuver. Capita turns it across and it's behind for a corner kick. And forced Stuver into the save.
There's a lot more on this than you initially see. The way that this thing dips at the end. Nice English. Puts a heck of a move on this ball from well outside the box. 30 plus easily.
Only 2 touches inside the penalty area for Austin so far in the first half. Biro drives it in. He finds a wide open man who smashes it home. It's Mikkel Dessler on the volley.
The foundation to be able to go and explode defensively. Just before this is where they get it wrong. And Owen Wolff holds the run to allow Biro to get down in. Once he does, forget it. You've compressed the back line. It's negative defending where you're not.
The second straight game, Capita goes 45 minutes and then hits the showers. Second half is underway from Q2 Stadium. Austin in possession first this time around. And we'll see if and how things change. Grown because of the goal at the end of the first half by Dessler, up to 77%. The flow of this game tells you that there's a lot more to be written about this one, so we'll see. This is Harris trying to pick it up in the penalty area, cutting onto his left foot. Shot parried away again by Stuver.
Ridiculous amount of confidence right now, Calvin Harris. Truly doesn't matter. Just making an absolute mockery of the space in front of him.
And again, Stuver, that was a relatively comfortable height on the save, but he parried it well away to avoid any spillage. And it's cleared forward by Ramirez. Myers under pressure from Uzuni, vying for their respective conference titles, I guess you could say. Nashville and LAFC, 8 o'clock Eastern time. 2 teams that made long runs in CONCACAF Champions Cup, trying to get back up now and go again. Here's a giveaway by Sporting Kansas City. It's Uzuni! Straight at the goalkeeper. Sporting dodge a bullet there.
That's great pressure by Gallagher.
Berg Janssen the other way. Joveljic. Berg Janssen driving it in. Headed away by Bell. Ilie to Biro. Misplayed by Nelson. Calherra for Sporting. Suleimanov tiptoes into the area. Berg-Janssen, Garcia, Calhera tries a back heel flick it. Doesn't make its way through. Still Sporting though. Reynolds scooping it in. Joveljic. It took a deflection and saved by Stuver, who immediately sends it down the park looking for Uzuni, who's one-on-one with Meyer. Meyer pokes it away. By my measure, that's the first chance that Joveljic has really had inside the penalty area. Berg-Janssen trying to find Calvin Harris and got a touch to it. Saved by Stuver.
Great job by Stuver to read it, but Dessler cheats a little bit high. I don't know if he was in an onside position after the fact for Calvin Harris. Incredible explosion. Dessler cheats a little bit high. I don't know if he was in an onside position after the fact for Calvin Harris. Incredible explosion in that back shoulder.
Dessler clears it away. Line splitting pass to Harris into the area. Harris, Joveljic lets it run. Suleimanov! Suleimanov saves Stuver again! He swats it away with the right hand. Stuver is keeping Austin in front. Here comes Sporting again. Calhera, Joveljic. Broken up by Bell this time. Joveljic called for the foul. How about the wax on, wax off by Stuver?
That's a good save by Brad Stuver.
It's brought to you by AT&T.
What a dummy the way that Joveljic leaves it. Just right through his legs.
Who gets to go in with a good feeling about things? Right now it's Austin. And here's Vasquez. Vasquez parried away by Cleveland behind for another corner.
The general in the midfield, Danny Pereira. So clean with this ball coming up top. Are you kidding me? I mean, it's the tackle, the smart decision to release, and then
pressure, but Pereira, Vasquez, Nelson coming in and been able to generate some opportunities on the counter here. Now a foul called on Reed. Takes down Gallagher, another one of those substitutes in the second half.
A bunch of credit to Brad Stuver, but also to the two center backs.
Yeah.
From Austin. And John Bell and Alexander Svatok have done a great job eliminating any threat by whatever presence has been put forth by Sporting Kansas City, stepping up through the heart.
Here's Manu Garcia. Now Suleimanov into the area. Back to Garcia. Garcia! A lightning bolt from Manu Garcia has made this match level. Sporting Kansas City had been hammering away in the second half.
A mirrored image of what we just saw on the opposite end. That started with Danny Pereira. This time, Manu Garcia, great pressure down underneath. He releases to the outside of Suleimanov, and I love the fact that he doesn't jump into the space initially. Instead, it allows.
Ball in for Gallagher. He hit straight offside by the time the ball was played. Well, if this scoreline were to hold, it would be the first result ever for Sporting Kansas City in Austin. Austin a perfect 5-0.
Nice flick
in the past against Sporting here, and the flick is on to Harris. Harris trying to get there. He gets around the keeper. Can he finish it off? Harris! Side netting.
And then apart in front of Stuver. What a touch this is right there. Using the angle, he's got to hit it right. That pause.
Had an open goal to look at from albeit a tough angle. So it's still 1-1. Here they come again. Sliding tackle Bell, but it bounces to Afrifa. Afrifa curling effort, and it bounces off the bar and in. A superb finish from Stephen Afrifa, and Sporting Kansas City have gone in front 2-1.
All of it, though, forward-facing by Garcia. When he gets pulled to ground, great job by the referee. He allowed them to play advantage. And if you're Austin, you have got to put more pressure on the substitute. Wrong foot's the defender. Smart coming back across by Afrifa. Recognizes the goalkeeper's off his line. Lets it fly. And what a...
Is that the final whistle or not? There is the final whistle. So the whistle came. We weren't sure. It's all smiles.